Excuse me. Assalamu alaikum, family. I want to weigh in on this Facebook thing with this ban on the minister and hoo-hoo, about this Facebook nonsense. But I've been trying to gather my thoughts because, my channel on my YouTube, my channel on my, excuse me. My channel, in fact, I've been banned from Facebook too for 30 days because I gave Zuckerberg and his Jew crew, nice little message. It was, it was nice, but I had to let them know that I'm not hooked on your Facebook. You ain't got my dopamine running wild, with that. It takes time to separate cyberspace from real space. I'm not blowing my horn because it's, the brain, it works on dopamine and the chemicals in the brain, and they don't give a shit about right and wrong. It goes on with whatever it makes you feel. So it takes time to train your brain to say, hold on, this is cyberspace, okay? It's not reality. But that shit, it's a powerful thing once it gets into your head. Like this little white boy literally, this dude, you saw the movie The Exorcist when his mom took the damn, took the PlayStation from him. And this boy, man, I thought the shit was staged, man, but it really wasn't. And that little guy, just absolutely lost his mind. And it just shows you the effect that this cyber shit is, and that dopamine effect that is triggering in the brain, man. Especially with a young teenager. That's like, oh man, that was like death to him when his mother took that PlayStation from him. I thought he was gonna kill his mom. The white boys, man, they blank out, man. Kill mom, dad, and I didn't know what I did. Yeah, you knew, nigga. Now get your ass behind that wall. Take this life sentence. But I knew that see, when Facebook did this, I think that they were doing this to see, they're testing the nation, mainly like the members, because a lot of members in the Nation of Islam, the sympathizers, that love the minister and all of that. This is clearly a military move. It's definitely a chess move. The minister was never big on social media. Like, he didn't get a Facebook account, I don't think, until like 20. I remember when he first put a Facebook account. It was his official account. There were other pages that were giving homage to him, but they weren't his actual official page. And Facebook came out in 2006. Yeah, he didn't get an official page until maybe like 2012. So, and I think he got Twitter in 2011, and the executive council and the staff members kind of encouraged him to do that because he never even gave it a thought. Because he knows, when he go, if the Jew is running that, he already know that they're gonna clash. And yes, I said the Jew, because Zuckerberg. Let me show you this shit. Because I don't want to. Some of you little fuck boys want to run around here and want to flag my shit. Little punks, you guys are pathetic, man. Let me go here. Let me show you the top 6 people of Facebook. Okay, I would say at least the top 3 are Jews. Okay, so I'm not Jew bashing. I want to hear your fuck shit, man. You little whining and crying all the damn time. Sick of that shit. Facebook key players. Top Facebook. I'm typing this shit in so you can see it. Top Facebook. Back up. Top Facebook. Executives. I saw it the other day, and I didn't even know who they. I know Zuckerberg's up there, but when I started seeing the names, I said, "Oh, Yeah, that's the tribe. That's the Jew tribe, man. They got that. There. Look, here you go. Jew. Jew. Moskovitz, Jew. Okay? Horowitz, Jew. Goldberg, okay, we ain't got to, you know that's Jew, right? Who else? I ain't even went into their background. I'm going off names. But let me go and dig in. Let's just jump in. Facebook's corporate governance. Let me Wikipedia these cats. Sometimes Jews don't like to, some of them will say they're Jewish, but some of them won't. You know. You know what? Let me just go all the way hardcore. Top Jew Facebook executives. Let me stop playing around with this shit, man. I gotta keep it X-rated, man. I don't know no other way. Not finna sugarcoat shit. Nothing. I don't want to hear Jews blowing their horn. You love to talk, yo, you're this, you're that. You motherfuckers is going under. You've abused power, you've abused wealth. It's nothing to be proud of, okay? The God that controls this universe, which is not the God of Israel, whatever that God you believe in, he's not pleased, trust me. So you can blow your horn and brag and all that, yeah, okay, whatever. Why don't you just go away then? Why don't you just go and just stay out of everybody's country and stay out of people's politics and stay out of people's business and just go get your little corner, pile all 6 million you up wherever you want to be, right there in your little desert, and just stay your ass there and mind your business. If you so damn that much, why you just can't be to yourself? Why you in everybody else's house? You know? But you this master super race will go and just be, if you're a real master, see, real masters and dominant races, they have the ability to draw people to them. You know, when you talk about like the erecting of the temple of Jerusalem and this great nation of God, which would be Jews, they will be a light that people will come to. They don't have to undermine and go into other people's homes and undermine their economies and undermine their politics and find a way to get into communications to put, you know, propaganda into the populace's minds and, you know, and then skillfully turn culture into degeneracy and get people hooked on vice and drugs and alcohol and degrading people. If you were so much of a super race, then you would have the ability to draw people to you from what God gave you. But it seems like God didn't give you anything. That's why you always in somebody else's house. And then you had to lie and murder to get what you got over there, that little piece of shit land over there in that desert over there in Israel. But you know that ain't what you really want. That's why your ass over here in America. And then you're in Europe. But you got Europe pretty much wrapped up. And I guess you feel you closing in on America. Once you get America completely where you want it, you're gonna sink it, and then you want everything to flow that way to Israel. But that ain't gonna happen. I guarantee you that. That's a fantasy. Your doom is beyond what you could even conceive, Jew. And you can't even see it through your telescope that you're looking out there in space. You ain't seen it. But your end is beyond, man, I can't even think about it right now. It was told to me, the God of the Nation of Islam, Master Farad Muhammad, what he has prepared for you. Lord have mercy. I'm scared. Shit. You know? You ain't gonna make it, homie. I guarantee you that. And this game you playing with the minister, well, you already knew, you know, he's out of your grasp. So I know that's why this video is. I'm a contrarian, you know. Like on my Facebook page, I don't like groupthink. I'm certainly not going to sit here and whine and complain like a child that got his PlayStation took because of some fucking Facebook. That's ridiculous to me. Because at the end of the day, that's Mark Zuckerberg's shit. He owns 53%. That's his shit. I'm not gonna argue with no other dude over his shit. And one thing that we all have common sense. Sometimes we put it on the shelf. It gets a little dust, But when I always thought about this social media, I look at look at how professional it is, like Twitter. Well, these guys at Twitter, they're hanging in there, man. I think these guys are a little bit more, business is business, man. All this whining and crying about the minister, because you don't like his views, his thing. That's irrelevant when it comes to business, man. That has nothing to do with law. And one thing I want to cover, do not confuse privately owned social media platforms with free speech, okay? It doesn't apply there. If they own that, they have the right to say, hey, we don't want you on our platform. Like in different religious houses, like in the Nation of Islam, right? And I'm sending this to the nation. And I'm pretty sure brothers know this, but maybe sometimes in our moment of anger we may not think deep enough. But you have to understand, like these Jews that run Facebook, okay, they have a belief system, and these guys, I want you to understand the Jew mind. I mean, now they have a Torah, that has really good, it had pure scripture in it, but they didn't even leave that really pure, as it came from Moses to them to raise them up from the cave. So they know their history. These guys didn't fall out of space and save the planet. That's bullshit. That's that Jew fantasy supremacy garbage that they tell themselves, and unfortunately they tell their children that dumb shit. No, you were a cave dweller, and Moses got you out the cave, Jew. That's where Moses found you at. He didn't find you in Egypt with the black gods. It was the black gods. The Jews, they was like, all of them didn't go into the caves. There were others that escaped the exile, at that time in the world, where that was a black world over there in the so-called Middle East. And this, the Caucasoid race, they just cannot seem to get a grip on themselves, as they usually do, and trouble erupted there 6,000 years ago, and they were driven out. And there were some that escaped the exile, and they always grew up. And so they learned from the masters over there. But those were black men. We left our faces right there. And so those are those are very highly learned Jews. Now they up there because they escaped the others that were driven into Europe, and fell down into cave life. Okay? That's the real history. I mean, you get that Bible, okay, whatever. I'm not arguing with you about your little fantasy Bible belief. This is the real history. Ain't no white Jew was enslaved under no black pharaoh kings. That's BS, it's lies. Even Sadat clown Walter Concrete with that bullshit when he was trying to be the mouthpiece. Who was that? Bicken Yakum? I forgot his name. Trying to tell Sadat about some damn Jews building pyramids. Ain't no damn slave built that, fool. You know how much science and even I saw a white gentleman, man, very, very, some of these white guys, man, they have, some of these guys have been able to get their white mind out the way and just look at truth. And it was I love the passion that this white gentleman spoke. He said, man, those pyramids were absolutely a labor of love. That was there's no way some people forced into slavery did that. Impossible. And that's a guy that really went over there and did the math. He put all of the bias and all of the racial shit to the side, and he studied the mathematics that these black men put down. Alright, not niggas, not jungle bunnies. And when he saw the skill and the mastery, and then how those things and the astronomy involved in that. I mean, how could these guys have known, that the astronomy is involved in those pyramids? There's no way. No slaves. Nobody enslaved could have done that. They're building this under the threat of death. So That's BS. Ain't no damn white Jew been enslaved. That ain't where Moses found you, Jew. And white folks too in general. But the Jews, Elijah Muhammad taught us that the Jews are the most ancient settlers of the white race as far as 4,000 years ago, coming out of the caves, because those first whites that were raised up, as in the Bible it says Moses raised up the serpent, the Caucasoid race, which you have in the medical field with the serpent going up, and those first whites that were actually civilized and squared were able to go back into those areas of high learning. And that's what made the Jews very, very, that's the real reason that they became so advanced, where as far as over the white Gentiles, okay? Not because of their Jewishness. That's bullshit. That's that, but they can have that. Cool. But knock yourself out. I give two shits about that. But that's the real history. I know it. I don't watch your cartoons and other garbage that you make up to sell your goy. Please. But the bottom line is, that's their history. That's how they started. Alright? Now, this Facebook shit, man, I don't want to, as far as the nation is concerned, man, we already know, man, Facebook ain't home. If and Zuckerberg, hey man, the guy owns 53%. See, I'm at the end of the day, we're still all men. I'm not gonna argue with no man about his shit in his house. He can say, nigga, I don't like you. I don't want niggas on my platform. You think I'm gonna argue with Zuckerberg over that? But see, the sickness about white people, I don't mind that type of talk. But then when we say, well, you the devil, and we're going to tell the whole world that you the devil, and you're not allowed in our mosque, and we don't want to be around you, you know what I'm saying? Then now you ever notice how white folks somehow, they change up and say, oh no, this is hate, let's be brothers. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? See, I don't mind that. Like, I'm a man. Zuckerberg can say, I don't like niggas. I don't like Farrakhan. See, and the thing about, the thing that's making Facebook look bad is that they built themselves up off of being neutral. As long as you're not on this. See, Facebook was just about social interaction. You could do business. When you're doing business, you can't get involved in people's religious beliefs and people's biases. Okay, whatever. People are going to have that. But as far as Facebook, what their responsibility was to make sure, drugs ain't being sold, prostitution. I mean, things that are actually breaking the law of the land. You know what I'm saying? That's really what they were held to, as far as censoring and monitoring and, as far as the actual law of the land. I mean, people's feelings and beliefs and religion, and Facebook, they understand that. That's why they blew up. They grew very fast, very neutral territory. But they're showing the hypocrisy, and the Jews, that's a Jewish business for Facebook, okay? So, as I said, the minister knew that he never was interested in social media like like this was something that he was gung-ho about, or he didn't build his brand off of Facebook, okay? And knowing that Zuckerberg is a Jew, and he's linked in with the CIA, and his Jews at the top over there, his Jews at the top, and the security apparatuses in the United States. I mean, they're all through this motherfucker, man. So he ain't stupid. We ain't stupid about that, okay? That's they shit. And what I'm saying is, free speech does not apply there, because at Mas Mariam, or any Nation of Islam temple, Elijah Muhammad, we have the regular 5 pillars of Islam. But we also have the revelation from Master Farad Muhammad on the origin of man, the origin of the races, the origin of the white race, as being that race in the Bible that's identified as the devil race. And at the satanic tree, you have the devil, and then you have the highest, which is Satan, and that's been identified as the Jew. That's the teachings in the Nation of Islam. You can't come into the Nation of Islam temple and teach against that. See, you can't say, well, it's free speech. No. You can't do that in here. In this house, this is what we teach in here. Now we can dialogue, we can debate, but this is the pillars of this house, the Nation of Islam. We're not changing that. See, but the Jew is so sick, man. They're trying. The sickness that's going on though with this Facebook and this social media. They're gambling. They're clearly gambling, but they're trying to find a way to actually criminalize that. Well, then they can bring the law of the land against the Nation of Islam to say that this is a group that's dedicated to the demise of the Jewish race based on their teachings. And then if they can find a way to get that through Congress like they got the Federal Reserve through Congress while you white Gentiles were sleeping and partying and fucking off. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they're doing. This is what I'm really looking at. But I want you to understand that don't confuse free speech with free speech doesn't apply to if Zuckerberg owns 53%, that's his shit. Okay, if he could run that any way he wants to run it, as long as it's not like real illegal stuff where it comes to the laws of the land. But just like I have a personal opinion and a feeling about that people and they devilish satanic attitude and ways, he can have the same attitude toward me. And how can I be in his house? And if you say, look, I don't like your ideas, I want you to leave. As men, man, a man don't argue with another man in his house. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do that. And and as I said, when we get back to the common sense thing, look, man, Facebook is free. Ain't nothing free, homie. Alright, now, in order to bring legality against Facebook in a real way, man, you'd have to like buy major bandwidth and space and go into a contract with Facebook where you put money down. You paid for your space in that area, and that's yours. You put down however much it costs. You understand? That's a lot of money running a platform like that with 1.5 billion people on there, man. You know how much money is invested in that? Nation of Islam, we ain't got no money over there. We don't own no stock in Facebook. We're not no major players there, okay? We had nothing to do with launching Facebook. It may be some brothers and sisters that, was there, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about as a nation, we just don't have any stake in that. That man has the right to tell us to go. Okay? But we have our website. There's our website right here. NOI.org. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is our shit. Now this is where freedom. Now they get to coming over here. Now we know they don't want this though. We're not stupid. That's how evil these people are. You know what I'm saying? Now they get to saying we can't have our own website, and they nothing on this website degrading the Jewish people or degrading no race. You can go through anything through this website. Email me or send me a message through when I upload this on my Twitter, and I'll send you $500. And my word is bond. That's degrading another race. But see, they know that that's not on here, But what I'm looking at is this is the end game. They want to be able where you can't even have this. That's what I'm paying attention to. And what I'm looking at with this social media bullshit, look, man, don't get that confused with the laws of the land. Those are private platforms. It's not a government platform that's under government law where free speech, the government would have to say, no, you can't tell him to go because that's, but that don't apply when he's 53% owner of that stock. That's his shit. And let me show you what I left Zuckerberg. I understand that. I want him to know, the minister got real men out here. Ain't no little punk little childs. I felt, I was looking at how people reacting. Like, don't act like a child with this shit, man. Don't get addicted to this shit. This ain't, come on, get a real life, man. This is cyberspace, okay? It has its place. It's a great form of communication, but this is not the real world. The real world is where you sitting in your house right now, that air you breathing, that food you about to eat, that beautiful young lady you might be laying next to and make love to. That's the real world, homie. All right? That real person in your family that you engaging, having up close conversation with, and you're talking and you're hugging each other, you really feel it. That's reality. Not typing on computers and talking to people you don't even know. You don't know who you're talking to on this shit most of the time, And it's, this social media is getting so bad that it's actually separating families. I mean, families are not even communicating with each other face to face no more. They communicating through this shit. Family. See, this is what, but they know what they're doing, man. Them guys came out and confessed. Them Facebook guys, they was like, man, they saw like this can get bad, man, because they understand the dopamine effect on the brain and how that can switch reality for you. And you think this is really the only real reality that exists? It's what you looking at in this fucking computer screen, man. When you walking around breathing real air of real sun, 853,000 miles in diameter, beaming down on Earth, giving you warmth. You got an ocean out there, y'all on the West Coast. I mean, reality. And you nigga want to rather see the sun on a damn TV screen, on a computer screen. See, that's when that's when you know this is getting bad. This is really getting bad, man. And I think they're gambling on that. They're hoping that, people get really distracted by this. The minister certainly not. The minister put 2 million men, in Washington, D.C. in 1995, October 16th. And there was I think the internet had just started. So, I mean, come on, please. The minister, he ain't never been asleep to the enemy that controls us. Now, of course, this clearly shows, hey, man, got to get your own platforms, man. You can't believe in a nice white guy. Because sometimes they do good business, but sometimes their racial pride just will even make them not even do good business. And that's what Facebook is looking bad on, though. Like, we know you don't like us, but damn, at least if you're going to do good business and offer this and say, hey, it's a free platform, hey, just, and Minister Farrakhan brings traffic. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's not a lost to Facebook. A lot of people like his commentary. I certainly love my minister to the death. I'm a soldier out here in the field just waiting on orders. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he got many out there all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't a loss to that platform. He wasn't a man bringing discord and we don't do that. Ain't no Jew person look on Facebook. I guarantee you, there's many Jews read the minister's knowledge every day. The minister, his conversation ain't Jews. He brings the Jew up as is necessary, based on context and the situation. Like he's not obsessed with you. Some of these Jews are so psychopathic and delusional, they think he's obsessed with them. But they got the money, the banks, and can't keep his name out their mouth. Who's obsessed, Jew? Fool? You the one that seem to be obsessed. And now look at the lengths that they going through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord have mercy, man. The thing is, the sad thing is people can't see this, man. Like, it must be something the minister must be right about to have these people just so uptight like this. And they got the money, you got the banks, and you brag on all your money and all that. You good at brag. You got Hollywood. You're always bragging about your Jewish success. And why are you so worried about this brother here? And then they want to make it like, before the minister got on Facebook and Twitter, you was talking shit. Don't act like when the minister got on Facebook and Twitter, all of a sudden now it's a problem. No, when he wasn't over here, you had something to say. When they go to the ADL website, man, they got damn near everything the minister say on their website that he says in Mars Mariam, that Mars that we paid $4 million for, our shit. And you up in our damn house listening to every goddamn word he say and running around screaming and hollering and complaining, trying to get the government to make that illegal. I mean, people got to pay attention. Y'all got to really pay attention to what's going on with these people in him, man. He can't be that wrong. Well, he ain't wrong at all as far as my book. And he ain't wrong in one letter in the words that he's speaking in his sentence. He 1,000% right as far as I'm concerned. They ain't got nothing to say against the minister. Nothing. I don't even want to hear the arguments because they ain't got no argument. They can't tell me a goddamn thing. I don't want to hear nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? Because the God that I read about in that Quran, he don't like you. At all, man. He despises them, man. They evil, nasty attitude. And they murder of his prophets. So I'm riding with that God. I don't give a damn about your money. And you can take your whore with you. I don't need your whore and I don't need your money. You know? So, but anyway, like I said, we gotta just get back to old school, man. And that's another thing. I'm studying this white guy. Forgot his name, man. But he was dropping some heavy game about this internet, man. And this internet is like it's the web, and it's designed to draw you in and get you relaxed, and then they're just gonna pull the plug. It's like, because it takes you away from the old school, Like, no, the internet is cool, but it's like build your own website, build your own platforms, your own servers. I mean, if you really want independence, you got to go all the way. If you on somebody else's platform and you don't have your own servers and all the stuff that goes into it, then you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this stuff can do. And I sensed that with social media from day one. I said, I felt, even myself, I'm like, man, I'm just getting too comfortable with this. It's free. Like, ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing really, really free. And we talking some powerful truth. They don't like it, and are they really, really going to just sit here and let us do this? I knew better than that, man. But hey, man, nothing is stopping us from having our own. Now, when they try to get laws passed when you can't get your own website to speak what you want to speak, it's all out war at that point. All bets are off. And believe me, the Jews, they want to do that too. Now, don't think they don't want to do that. That's what they're really working on. You know what I'm saying? But they know that would be a great, that would have to be like a magician's trick to pull that off, because it's so absurd. But they got people like this. Social media, man, has become the gospel. And that's the danger of social media, man. That, people are literally making like legal law decisions based on the popular view of the social media crowd, and that's why I put a tweet out. I said, don't put social media into First Amendment conversation, because it don't have nothing to do with First Amendment. These are private networks. This is not, and that's the trick, because it's public, it's free, and you think that's the mind trick of that. No, Twitter is a publicly traded company owned by major stockholders, and we're not that. Okay, we didn't run this, man. We ain't got no money in this. You ain't designed none of this. You didn't build none of the technology that went into this. Come on, man. If a man said, hey, you can use my shit, cool, but I know he got the right to say, hey, I want my shit back. That's it. What I'm gonna do? Argue with him? You can't argue with him. It's his shit. I know that. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I got my tail between my legs. I understand that. But hey, free is free. Okay, cool. Hell, you can walk outside right now, somebody giving out free ice cold water. You wouldn't even think about no water, but damn, it's free here. Give me one. We do it all the time. You go in the store, they give out a little free this, free that, free samples. You wouldn't even think about eating no cookies. You go past the bakery section, they got the little cookies and cakes sitting there at the top. Hell yeah, let me get some of that shit. It's free, you know what I'm saying? That's, but I know that, hey, if they say, hey, that's it, you gotta go. They can do that, man. Come on now. Let's not be childish, man. So I'm definitely finna get my subscription with NFA, because I've been strictly cash for about the last year. I haven't been using any type of debit, credit, none of that shit. And I've gotten really used to this cash. But of course, these little credit cards and all this, they had a time and space. I just like hard currency, man. It's credit and all this bullshit. It gets tedious sometimes. Then they got the fees, and then if you hit your account too hard, you overdraft it. You got to argue, fight with these clowns over $35 and this. I mean, it shit make my blood pressure go up, man. And I don't like it when my pressure goes up, because my thoughts get very bad. And I don't want to do nothing bad. So I try to keep myself in the safe zone from myself. But I just want to just kind of bring a little light on that. It's not a big deal, man. This Facebook stuff is nothing, man. But a lot of people that got addicted to it, man. I understand people that got famous, and people that have kind of found their sense of identity in this shit. And it's really becoming more of a big deal than it really is, and it's not a big deal. I mean, it was a free thing. We took it up because it's free. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we don't run it. We don't own it. It's not ours. If they say you got to go, you got to go, because that's the way it is in the Nation of Islam. Can't no Jew come inside the Nation of Islam and talk against Minister Farrakhan at all. You know what I'm saying? And the same Jew that run this, or that run Facebook, he can feel the same way toward us. Even if we right. If it's his shit, hey man, you're not gonna be on my platform clowning me like that. And I always, come on, Zuckerberg. I mean, this is a Jew boy, man. I mean, he can't, but he's got to be cordial and business-like. But a Jew is a Jew. One thing about these Jews, man, they hold their Jewishness very high. Like, that means the most to them. And they're going to down that. They're not, it ain't going to serve them too well in the end. They're going down in the worst way. But, I like the spirit, though. I like the attitude. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same way in our house. That's why you'll never see a Jew. You ever notice when the minister speaks, no Jewish person, like, I've seen when the minister spoke at Berkeley University, right? I'm going to show you the snake of these people, man. I wish I had the footage. Now, usually at universities, the minister, sometimes, if the setting is right, he'll open up the floor for questions. Now, this was 2012 when the minister spoke in Berkeley, out on the West Coast. There's a little Jew running around the campus. I mean, the dude, and he was going to black people, and that shit, man. I wish I was there, man. Oh man, you can't see. I ain't a Jew. He can't tell me. He can't even open his mouth to me about Minister Farrakhan. I don't play them games, man. Nigga, you ain't got a goddamn word to say to me about me. I don't want to hear it. Go holler at your buddies in Europe that did you in with Hitler. That's who you need to be talking to. You ain't got a goddamn word to say to no black man or woman on this earth, Jew. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just burns me up, man. They walking up to black people trying to say Minister Farrakhan. Look, man, the minister, now just show you how coward they are. Now, when the minister opened the floor up for questions in Berkeley, that Jew was nowhere to be found. If he had a legitimate argument, he could have presented it right there in front of the whole student body. See, I know they full. See, this show you how full of shit they really are. But it's black people, man. I'm like, man, y'all got to come, man. Can't no white person, can't no Jew. You cannot tell me nothing about no other black man, and you damn sure can't tell me nothing about Mr. Farrakhan. I mean, that's an insult. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're in danger, man, right there, man. You don't got nothing to say to me. But them wise Jews, they know that. They know who to go to with that dumb shit. Some nigga they done paid, and got them all comfortable. See, Jews are very wise at getting Negroes comfortable with money and parties and girls and shit, and they get you all buddied up. But you don't know. You ain't them, man. They know you ain't. They trust me, man. That's all game. And then when they flip the Farrakhan litmus test on you, you like the deer in the headlight. You stuck. See, you know what I'm saying? I know who these cats is, man. Our father, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, taught us the very knowledge of the germ and the thought that these dudes came into the world on, man. We know these people, man. And they know that we know. That's why they don't come. You don't. When have you ever seen a Jew walk on not on a TV show? They good at that shit. On their little media outlets. I'm talking about on an even platform and present you ain't not one. I swear, if I had $1 billion, I'd give it to you. If you could find me one Jew that ever did that, they never did it. Not the ADL, not Foxman, not this young goofball John Greenblatt that think he gonna, they even his own Jew buddies had to kind of calm him down. That dude, man. And believe me, man, like they got a lot of experience with the ministers literally stomping a mud hole in their ass since 1984. And they had to calm that little dude down. Said, dude, Mr. Farrakhan, you're not gonna run up on him like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna really hurt the whole operation if you think you're gonna take him head on. That's not gonna happen. And believe me, the mothers, they done learned that lesson over the years dealing with this here. But you notice they don't never deal with him on no even platform. You know what I'm saying? And even, what's the Jew that died? Brafman. I mean, we know he ain't our buddy, but he did have the decency to invite the minister to the penthouse. Ministers, he's a statesman. Bosses talk with bosses. Let's see, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And he tried to get a little, the minister had to kind of break him down, like, dude, your money, all that don't mean, it's me and you right here, right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that money, all your own Seagrams, your own Tropicana. Look, man, none of that shit impressed the minister, man. All right, ain't no hoe. You ain't got no hoe. See, Jews, of course, they know how to make whores out of people with that money. But the minister had to really, really get that into his head, like, man, dude, your money means nothing. If we're gonna talk business. Let's talk real business. This is bosses talking with bosses. He calmed down. But the other top Jews, they jumped on Edgar Brofman. Do the history on that. Just for him even inviting the minister to the penthouse, he's like, oh no, they beat him up for that. And Brofman is at the top of that pyramid of that Jewish power. He died, but you know what I'm saying? And the other, I think it's 12 leaders of those organizations, and those other 11, they called him in. Like the bosses, like the boss called you in, said, man, you can't do that. And then they think about this shit, man. I'm gonna show you. The minister don't like private meetings and things like that. He never clowns people. Like he would never go out and brag on that. Like how he really checked that dude with all these billions of dollars, and he broke his ass down in his crib. You know what I'm saying? And they forced Edgar Brofman Sr. to go out there and lie and say the minister wanted some money from him. Now the minister got heated on that shit, but I think they found a way to clean that shit up, because that like that shit there, man. Now that the minister, he would have came to see him personally on some shit like that. That was some real fuck shit right there. But it's showing you how these cats operate, man. And dude knew, he was like, I know he must have felt like a turd when he knew what happened up in that penthouse. Minister broke his ass down. You know what I'm saying? And he went out there and lied. They forced him to lie. I don't think he would have did that. I don't think he was a good guy, but he's still a boss. I mean, bosses just don't do that. I don't think he just went out there and just lied on the minister like that. That was some real fuck shit right there. Excuse the language. I'm sorry. I'm in that mode right now, though. Excuse me, Allah. Excuse me, brother minister. No, it's in that mode. I'm heated, man, because I already know how this shit gonna end, and it's not gonna be diplomatic. But let everybody talk and run their mouths. This shit ain't finna end in diplomacy. It's gonna be one man standing and the others are gonna be in the ground. That's how this story ends. Trust me. It doesn't end happily ever after. We all together. None of that. No, this shit ain't happening like that. One person gonna be living and the other one, it's gonna be one alive and the other gonna be dead. That's how this story ends. Period. I know that it's already written. It's written in the heavens, written in the scripts. I know the angel. I know one of the angels involved with this shit. Trust me, man. That's how this shit ends. But believe me, these little toys and they little, man. Master Farad Muhammad, when he got prepared, man, I'm gonna drop a secret down. The mothership is garbage right now compared to what Master Farad Muhammad made. He done made something even better than that. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. Whatever. Go talk to the minister about it if you don't believe me. Go ask him. The minister's a very spiritual man. He believe me, he'll know right then and there if I'm talking crazy. If you tell him what I said, you want to run in, yeah, but the mothership is that thing now. From the we talking about Master Farad Muhammad. He didn't stop growing at that little thing in 1930. I was told by one way at the top of this thing, bro. Man, Master Farad Muhammad, man, they got some stuff prepared, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll drop a little bit more, man. Master Farad Muhammad can knock he's prepared ships, man, that could take every planet out the circle. He can actually obliterate all the planets right now in the circle that we in, and put new ones up right now, if you please. This the God that's on scene right now. So this little Jew, man, he really don't understand, man, what he's dealing with, but he gonna understand it when it happens. That's when he'll understand it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my commentary on it. Facebook, hey, I play it for what it's worth. I got banned for 30 days. Let me show you what I got banned for. It's cool. But I got to speak my mind, But I'm thankful that I took the time to train my brain to say, hold on, it is cyberspace. You cannot build your life and your whole identity off a goddamn platform that some college boys came up with in they dorm, and call yourself a black god. That's you know, come on, man. We as black gods, man, you know, we displeasing the Father on some shit. We don't let you know. We're taught our lessons. The devil got 6.5 ounces. Original man got what? 7.5. Man, come on, please. You know, you letting some little college boy that came up with some shit with his homies in a dorm room fuck with you? Come on, man. A god? Stop. This is you know what? It's entertainment. Really, it's just entertainment to me. Well, I think I downloaded it. I'll play it for entertainment. You know, shoot little messages here and there, interact a little bit. But after that, it's back to reality, the real reality. You know, but I mean, but if you're getting money though, I'm not knocking. It is a hard. You know, you can't get the money on the Facebook. You know, but seeing how these guys are moving, just like you was working at a job, you're gonna have to steal away. At least brothers that's in the nation, you know, like my great brother, Brother Ben. Brother Ben, I want you to look at this video too, man. Give me your comment, you know, give me your thoughts on it, man. I respect your thinking, brother. I really do. And that blessing's coming. As soon as that card hit, I got the thing in the mail, Brother Ben. The card was approved, on the way, so I got you. I'm gonna shoot you a little something, you know. And I understand, brothers getting money on here. It is a business, you know, but you know, you see how they acting up, man. They, you know, so you gotta steal away, man. You know, you gotta have an exit, because they just, you know, they can't do right. You know what I'm saying? We know that. Possible for the devil to, you know, to keep a mask up, but so long, you know. Eventually, you know, the mask got to come off, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? We know that. We waiting on that. That's what I got banned for right here. 30 days. And they got it. I mean, but hey, what I'm supposed to do? Yep, right here. Now put up Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, but something giving him props right here. Something, man. You know, look, man, the boy. Oh, look at this. This is Mark Zuckerberg. 53%. Come on, man. This is shit, dude. He the boss. I'm not gonna argue with another man in his crib. You know, now they get to talking about the Nation of Islam website got to come down. All bets off. Now they done got out there, and they, you know, they reverted, but believe me, they want to get to that level. They want to take every website down that exposed them. This was my statement. Look, this is his shit, but I'm gonna clown this Jew in his shit till he and his crew get tired. I mean, what else am I supposed to do in cyberspace? I breathe real air, eat real food, have real social relationships. But, you know, I bet this dude in this Talmudic right here, pedophile Jew homies, won't run up in the real world. That's that real action. That's that action our father, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, been putting down on these dogs for 35 years. Now, that's what I've seen grow as a teenager. That's all I've seen all my damn life. I'm like, hold on. I ain't no excuse. That's the only example he's shown. So let me get on schedule and sharpen my sword. Bingo! Hate speech. I don't give, man, please. When I think about that shit is when I go take a dump and wipe my backside. Trust me. I meant every goddamn word I said. But hey, he could tell me, say, fuck off, and man, believe me, it's likewise. Now I'm solid over here, goddammit. I know who these dogs are, Jack. I don't care about all that money and all that. They got the fool's food with that. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm going by what Allah has already put down in his book, and I study it and study it and studied it and study it. And I want his mind in my mind. I'm dealing with them. I don't want to make no mistake with this dude. Anyway, I'm out. Hope that was a enlightener. Excuse the language, man. I'm on fire up, man. I'm really heated right now, man. Brothers, I'm trying to show you, man. I had to break stuff down in here, man. This is, look at this here. And, you know, these is how the Arabians, you know, dark black Arabians, they were more like this. And Master Farad, Muhammad's father, he was more like this. I was trying to show that everybody that's black don't necessarily have. Now this is a dark brother here, but he's from the Sudan, so you know he got the frizzy hair. But you can still see, you know what I'm saying. He doesn't really have the strong Africoid features, but he's clearly a black man. He's not mixed with nothing. I mean, that's a thoroughbred black man right there. I mean, that brother, every gene in that man's body is unbroken. Damn, wish I could get back to that, man. We gonna get back there, though. Gotta get this devil out of blood, man. It's messing us up. Anyway, I'm out, family. Assalamu alaikum. Best wishes. And out of here. Shout out to Dr. Wesley. Brought that heat. I gotta get back. I ain't finished watching that. I'm out, family. Assalamu alaikum.